The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to...
Oh, what has happened here? That's going to go a long way. And a shot! Roberto Carlos. Now, what about a counter-attack? Dink through. Well read, nice interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Hazard. Lewandowski to Dembele! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Cleared without hesitation. Nice looking ball. Lewandowski looking to run onto it. And he cuts out the supply. No goals as yet. Now it's Dembele. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Hazard with the delivery. Up he goes! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he's following up! McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. Cafu. Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. McTominay! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cafu goes short. Yaya Toure! Balde gets it clear. And it's Messi. And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pullet does well to get it back.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single...
And the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Cafu plays it short. And this is Messi. And the shot! "30 minutes gone. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Messi! Just off target. Baresi. Rijkaard. Now it's Lewandowski.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Roberto Carlos. Henderson cuts it out. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. That's really nicely played. O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, perfectly measured that. Big chance! They've scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again then.
Jeff, Chiba can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And it's McTominay. Pullet, spread out to the left. Oh, sweet feet. Roberto Carlos climbs up big, and it's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, terrible pass. Rijkaard. And this is Messi. Hazard. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Dembele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, well played, well played. Hazard. Messi. Plow. There's the shot!
Messi really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Baresi with the clearance.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Shot could be on. And Messi! Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. And it's Messi. It's a searching pass. They're urging him to shoot. Rijkaard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Hazard. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chance here to counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Baresi. Koundé has created one goal already. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Hazard. Pull it. And it's Yaya Toure. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Balde. Now it's Lewandowski. Into the last quarter of an hour. Roberto Carlos. Oh, nice touch. Chance to deliver. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Messi! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Numero 17, Hazard. Viene sostituito con il numero 13, Rosicki.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Cantona getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Jordan Henderson. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Has a shot! Oh, no. That could be a costly miss. Cafu. It's a good run down the right. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cafu. The final 5 minutes. McTominay cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates...
Messi!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nicely weighted ball.
Ci saranno 3 minuti.
Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Adams. Brzezinski. Hernes, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Hernes. Good, strong midfield run. And Cruyff! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
And this is Roberto Carlos. Great chance! And that is as far as it goes. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And this is Yaya Toure. It's a promising position. Flash. Oh, what a climb! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And this is Roberto Carlos. Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Makaleli. Cafu. Hullet wins the duel this time. Hullet goes on a charge down the left. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score.
Messi! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Cafu. Tomiyasu. Cafu. Foot in. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's picked it up out wide. Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And this is Yaya Toure.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
O'Shea. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Roberto Carlos. Cafu. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Adama Traore. Yaya Toure. Hullet aimed beyond the defence. He is through here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. McTominay is onto this. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Adama Traore. O'Shea is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Ibrahimovic. In with the challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Carlos. Decent progress down the left. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. McTominay. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Distributed tidily. Figo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's McTominay. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, good-looking ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Jeff, Chiba definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played out to the left flank. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi. Looking for options for movement. That's very neat. Hullet.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Makaleli, nicely spread. And here's Figo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Has a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now that's well seen too.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cafu. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Kaka. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. There will be a throw-in. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Cleared away. Great vision. Cafu receives it in a wide position. And it's Yaya Toure. McTominay, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Adama Traore. And it's Makalele.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Kaká. Oh, facing up to... Good chance here! And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he was quick to react.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kaká does really well to win the ball there. Chooses to go cross-field. Good ball, good take. And this is Ronaldo. O'Shea getting this one clear. That is good alertness. Roberto Carlos going face-to-face with his great rival. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Cafu has created one goal already. Very much into the last knockings. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Spread out to the left. Now it's Roberto Carlos. It's a searching pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's a decent clearance.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
1 minute added time.
And it's Kaká. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Coming on the field is number 10, Ito.
Figo. Searching passes. Up he goes! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have a big header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Tries to play it through. Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. And here's Ibrahimovic. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start, free kick. Messi!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cafu with the short one. Goes for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Decent chance!
Jeff Chiba would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And it's Hullet. Nicely aimed pass. Hullet. Hazard. Quick look, then he rises! It's hit the upright. Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, a breakthrough already. Hullet. Yaya Toure. Baresi. O'Shea. McTominay, a player who needs no introduction.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Ah, he's given it away. Now the ball in. Tries to get it clear. Yaya Toure.
Jeff Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. Baresi. And he's there to retrieve it. For Messi. Hullet. That's good running with the ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah.
Up he goes! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's forced to go back. Marquinhos. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. And he's only too happy to take that back. Hazard!
Hazard made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goes back. It's a searching pass. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Yaya Toure. Quality ball. Now it's Messi. Now it's Hullet. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hullet gets a good foot in there. Hullet has got himself a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! A finish of true class! With half-time at hand, perfect timing! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That is good strength.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's going for goal! Deep into stoppage time. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the half-time whistle goes. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Jeff, Chiba can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Yaya Toure. And this is Ibrahimovic. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Hazard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Baresi. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Messi looking to get on the end of this. Great chance! Oh, that was venomous. Yaya Toure. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi is being harried and hassled.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Can he get on the end of this? Kimmich. And it's Hazard. Great vision. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now what about this cross? And that has been knocked clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Not the most accurate pass. And that's a good-looking ball. Now that's well seen too. Hullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos, he's found some space. This their second corner of the game. Cafu goes short. Ibrahimovic! And again! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
Great defending, strong and determined. Looking for options for movement. Threads one in. Pings it across.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Cafu charging forward down that flank. Lewandowski, can he spark a counter here? Spread it left. Now it's Hullet. Header! Harmlessly behind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. Oh, no joy this time. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And he's gone looking for safety.
Corinthians clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he's certainly onside here. Danger averted for now. And it's Yaya Toure. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Cantona, and he's onside. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's been won straight back. Roberto Carlos crosses it in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Cruyff. Oh, such a clever touch. Mbappe. And no, he's seen through all of that. And here's Cantona. That is ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. And the counter is on. O'Shea gets over and intercepts. Cantona is onto it in a flash. Alexander-Arnold. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Big header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Now there is the unmistakable figure of John O'Shea, one of the first names on the team sheet, always, Jim.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be a little biased here because he's from my hometown, but he's about as versatile and dependable as they come.
The ultimate unsung hero. Oh, that's a key interception. Cafu. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kaka. Kola. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
O'Shea, McTominay. Kola! That was superb goalkeeping.
Kola is offering a wry smile there.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cafu. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And this is Messi. Messi! And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the run, and he plays one through. Oh, that's fabulous.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Can he get onto this? Roberto Carlos gets it away. Ibrahimovic. So what can they make of this? Looking for options for movement. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's picked it up out wide. Cleared away. That's good play. In again. He rises! Goal! China! The breakthrough strike! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And this is Messi. Played into space out wide. And it's hoisted clear. That's a throw. It's a promising position. That's tidy. Foot in. Bardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Roberto Carlos. Well seen. Saw that coming. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. No, that's been intercepted. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now then, the ball's come loose.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Kaka plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Alexander-Arnold. No, he refuses to take the bait. Spread out to the left. Messi. McTominay. And it's Hullet. For Yaya Toure. Cafu. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Messi.
There will be one
Lovely
minute
pass,
added
but
time.
can he get there? Ødegaard. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Jeff, Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Tries to pass it through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Cafu. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Alexander-Arnold. Serginho. Lofted in. Crossed in once more. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Played it again. O'Shea tries to clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Can he get it through? Alexander-Arnold is in a really good position out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Batistuta. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, no joy this time. Almost an hour gone. Serginho. Could try cutting inside here. Deep cross. Out of play for a goal kick. There they go, hunting in packs. Cafu. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Showing good feet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, easy pickings there. Vardiol is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Alexander-Arnold, who's set up one goal so far. Collar. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And they win it back again. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. McTominay.
Jeff, Chiba really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gets a good foot in there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Ibrahimovic. That looks a good ball through. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Strong running down that left flank. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 21, Vinicius Junior. Number 17, Bellingham. Substitutions taking place.
Cafu knocks it into space. Scholes. And Alexander-Arnold. Kaká. Kaká has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution for China. Number 20, Yan Kola. Coming on to replace him is number 10,
Marquinhos.
Van Nistelrooy.
And it's Kaká. Scholes is always looking to break lines. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's on his way! Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Yaya Toure. Searching pass he's played there. And he can clear it away.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Cafu goes short. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
Threads one in. Yaya Toure. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Yeah, I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tries to pass it through. Might be danger here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end... Big chance! And he shoots! There it is! The breakthrough strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Jeff Chiba are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And this is Hullet. Cleared without complication. And now they can spring out of defence. Yaya Toure. And this is Messi. Oh, there's the shot! It's in! Into the lead once more. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now the ball in. And he's there to clear it. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. Now it's Hazard. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. And the counter is on. And this is Ibrahimovic. Spread it left. Couldn't squeeze it through. Cafu. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's been played through. And he's managed to get free. It's a loose ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Cafu gets into a good position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cannavaro. Ball played for Rijkaard. Messi has created one goal already. Now it's Hazard.
That's good play from him.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, such a clever touch. Tries a measured ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Cafu. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that should get the job done. And the first half is done. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
To the field.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are back on the way. And it's claimed by the keeper. Cafu. Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. Cannavaro. Van Bouten. And he was quick to react. Brahim Diaz. Oh, no joy this time. Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through? Hullet picks it up out wide. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's O'Shea. Cafu. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi could try cutting inside here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
And he's intervened well there. Great vision. Cafu. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely feet. Messi. Oh, good-looking ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now that looks a decent ball. Knocks it into space.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Yaya Toure. Toure unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hullet. McTominay. That's good running with the ball. Cafu has it out wide and in space. Up he goes! And it's come back out to him. He's scored! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Can he spark a counter here? Rijkaard wins the duel this time. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bellingham has it in a wide position, and he's certainly onside here. Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham powering forward here. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Yaya Toure. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! About as smooth as it gets. And they are pulling clear here. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So now the difference is 3. Oh, that's well spotted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Number 15.
McTominay.
Number 8. Gattuso.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that's neat. Cruyff proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Showing good feet. And a chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nakata. And it's Bellingham. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clear. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. McTominay. Pull it. There he goes, motoring forward. Pull it proves just a little bit too strong. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. They get a throw in. Wriggles his way through. Cafu simply refused to be outdone there. Roberto Carlos. Pullet providing an outlet on that flank. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And here's Ibrahimovic. Strokes it back. That's a decent clearance.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Costa Curta. Spread out to the left. Rodri. And it's Neymar. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Messi.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pullet. And here's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. And this is Messi. Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that was well positioned.
And Yaya Toure! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Costa Curta. Here's Rodri. Costa Curta. Rafinha, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Pullet. Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Yaya Toure. And it's McTominay. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Saliba gets good distance on it.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Chance for a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Pullet. Ibrahimovic! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Mbappe. He might be in here. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Neymar. And Rafinha. Can he get it through? Baresi shows the will to win the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Isco. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point.
Jeff Chiba ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Jeff Chiba are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Searching pass he's played there. Out for a throw. Roberto Carlos. Now he's off and running. Baresi. Cafu. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries to play it through. Messi engages and forces him off the ball. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Isco is always scanning the pitch for targets. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Now, can they get him away? Isco. Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Cannavaro. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Just eases him off the ball. Good running, strong and purposeful.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Hullet tries to pass it through. Brilliantly cut out. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Costa Curta. Foot in. McTominay. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played out wide. Oh, nice touch. He's had it taken off him. Rafinha. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Saliba. Now Costa Curta. It's not an especially good pass, that. Played into space out wide. Neymar. And he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution on the field.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 4, Hullet. Number 10.
Isco plays it short.
Coming on the field. Number 7.
Rafinha puts a cross in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cruyff gets into a good position. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's played it back. Cafu. Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's picked his way through and smartly reclaimed. Ah, such a clever touch. And it's Yaya Toure, played back. Opts for safety.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Into the last 5 minutes. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Cafu. And it's Yaya Toure. Bout of passing here, really... And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So the first goal of the game. Hernes. That ball looks a good one. Oh, he's burst through, and he's in on goal. Beckham. Rice. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Cantona claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.